Hey guys, it's Kirsty Cats and Camera, and today I'm doing my April book haul. There are several things that I bought here and several things that I've been given to review, so I'm going to do the bought bit first. And yeah, it's not that bad because normally I buy a lot, but I've only bought a little bit this month, so be proud. So the first thing I picked up was volume 1 of Fables. This is because I saw Melissa over at the Bookish Babbler talking about this series, and I was like, you know what? I've heard of that series, you seem to love it. Let's go and grab the first volume because why not? This is about fairy tale creatures that live alongside the normal folk of New York, and it seems like it's going to be really cool, so there you go. Next up, I realised that I somehow had £3 credit on ebooks for Amazon. No idea why. I never buy ebooks, but I had £3 credit, so I bought 2 books and I still have £1 left. Yep, that's me. So the first book I bought was How to Be a Normal Person by TJ Klune. I've been really wanting to read a TJ Klune book for a long ass time, but they're always pretty expensive for me, you know what I'm like. But this one was 99p for the ebook, so I was like, you know what, I'm giving that a go. I've really wanted to read his books. This is about a guy who's kind of a bit of a different life. He owns a video store that nobody goes to, he's friends with random people, and then an asexual hipster enters his life. This sounds great, can't wait. And also for 99p, after a lot of umming and ahhing, so I wasn't 100% sure whether I wanted to read this or not, but I mean, it's very popular, so I thought, you know what, 99p, I might as well get it. And that is Illuminae by Jay Kristoff and Avi Kaufman. This is a book that everybody seems to love, space opera, written random in different ways. I wasn't sure about it, people love it, so I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. Next, I got 2 books from a charity shop. The first one being Middle Ground by Ursula Zelinsky. This is a modern gay classic. I hold another modern day classic either last month or the month before, but I feel like it's good to read the books that came out a long ass time ago if you're into LGBT books. And this one seems really interesting. It's about 2 characters that are in a Nazi camp. One of them is a half Jewish teenager and the other one is a war veteran from the African Corps. And yeah, it says that it's got a positive view of homosexuality in Nazi camp, written in 1968, I believe. Yeah, 1968. So I thought, you know what, I'm picking that up, let's read it. And the other book I picked up from a charity shop was Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. I've seen the film several times, but I have heard that the book kind of goes a little bit of a different way. Obviously I'm going to know from the start kind of the main thing that's going on, but I have heard that it's a bit different, so yes. Definitely looking forward to reading this. I've almost picked this up several times, so when I saw it in a charity shop I was like, I'm having that. I am having that now. Then I also picked up 2 books in The Works, and if you're not English, The Works is a shop over here that sells cheap books, cheap stationery, art supplies, that sort of stuff. So I picked up these 2 books. The first one being James Acaster's Classic Scrapes. I didn't even know he had a book out, and I saw this and I was like, I'm having that. I think James Acaster is hilarious. This is going to be funny. There's no other reason I need. And this, as you can see by the title, is just a book about different things that happen in his life, and I just know it's going to be hilarious. And the last book I picked up was a very random choice. I literally picked it up because I was talking to somebody about it about an hour before I went in and saw it, and it was in my mind, and that is The Secret Barrister. This is obviously told by somebody in secret because they're probably not meant to be revealing stuff, but this is non-fiction about a barrister, and it talks through a whole different bunch of things, like how you can defend somebody that you know is guilty, how you feel when you know someone that's innocent has gone to prison, stuff like that. It just seems like a really interesting read, and the person I was talking about this with sort of works in that field. She's not a barrister, but she works with them, and she was really enjoying it. She was reading it at the time, so I thought, you know what, I'll pick that up. And along with that, I also picked up this bookmark that says the book was definitely better. They were selling them at the Works for £1 and some money goes to charity, so I was like, you know what, why not? So the next book I have is Wildcat by JP Harker. This one, the author sent me an email telling me about this, sent me a little link to his website that had a little preview bit that you could read, and it seems really interesting. I really enjoyed the few paragraphs on there. It's set in a world that's kind of based on Welsh mythology, which you can tell because the main character is literally called Rhianwen. How Welsh is that name? And it follows this character, Rhianwen, who is kind of trying to give up battle, I think, to become a wife and a mother of somebody. But you know, there's rival tribes that's coming, there's war. The bit that I read on the website was a battle and it was really cool and bloody and gory. So obviously I said yes, I would love to review that, and here it is. Also, that cover is very pretty. I also got a message on Goodreads from another author who's very new to this. I think he's released like 5 books in the past year or 2 years, and he said he would let me have copies of all of them to review because they're very new and people haven't heard of them, and they're all gay. So I was like, you know what? Yes, I will have them, thank you. So first up there is the Jordan Dare trilogy, which is Jordan Dare and the Kidnapped Ghost, Jordan Dare and the Tolchester Ghost, and Jordan Dare and the Captive Spirit. And this one seems really interesting. It's about this guy that can talk to the ghosts of dead gay guys, and then it's like a mystery of him trying to sort out and help these ghosts. That sounded super interesting to me, so I was like, let's go. They're all pretty short as well. I'm pretty sure they're all under 200 pages, so will be really easy to read. I also have Clay Parker, Grown Up Gay in 1953. As you can guess, this is about a guy in the 50s trying to accept being gay. And this one seems like it might be a little bit heavier than the others. It's about this guy Clay whose family died in a fire, and then he's got burns on him as well. He's now living with his abusive auntie and uncle, who are physically abusive, like hit him and stuff. And they're really conservative, and obviously he's gay. And I think it's about him trying to get out of that life and make a new life of joy rather than of sadness. And last but not least, there's Two Souls Forever 1. This is set in the 80s and it's about sort of 2 sets of guys trying to accept being gay and starting relationships. So we've got the first 2 guys who are in their 20s and they get together, and then they're mentoring this teenager who's also gay, who's trying to figure that out. And he potentially likes one of their cousins, I think it is. And all of these books are by Cameron DeCesna or DeCesna. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but yes, so thanks to him. So yes, there we go. Those were all the books I got in April. I mean, who knew that James Acaster had a book? Because I didn't. Let me know down below what you picked up in April, or if you've read any of these books, let me know. I mean, is Illuminae good? Because I own it now, so yeah. Let me know your opinions on Illuminae. If this is your first video by me, you enjoy it, then please check out some of the others. And if you continue to enjoy it, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.